Hi guys, here we are, wisdom number 42. Getting the end of the beautiful day as the sun is setting. I don't know if you can sort of see the beautiful colours. No, it's not really. It's not the reds and the pinks and the oranges that I can see from here. So, wisdom number 42. Have you met your soul? And do I get a woo? Andrew's getting all freaky on us. Look, I've always been open to trying everything. I don't walk into any situation with blind belief. I also don't walk into any situation not being open to believing. So I'm incredibly open to all sorts of experiences, and it's brought me a lot more richness into my life having that attitude. But many years ago, I was just over a decade, I met this man called Peter Hoddle in Australia, and he's a beautiful man. And we had a year together, and it was a special time. But he was trying to get me to meditate, and I'm like, yeah, right, this is if you're going to get me to meditate. I'm a classic monkey mind, right? And I know many people are. So he took me on my first guided meditation. So that means I close my eyes, go into a meditative state, and he talks me through an experience. And so this first experience, I was walking through a beautiful field, lots of flowers. And then I had to walk up a small mountain, and at the very top of the mountain was this wooden hut. And he asked me to go inside the hut, and then he said, what can you see? And I just saw this huge room that was full of beautiful red velvet couches, candelabras, all that sort of stuff. And apparently that's my own imagination doing that, right? And then he said, sort of walk towards the front or the centre or something. And he goes, there's a door at the other end, and that door's opening now, and somebody's going to come out. And this lady came out, and she had long white hair, and she was wearing a beautiful purple dress. And if you know anything about spirituality or most religions, purple is a real colour of spirituality. But the one thing that she didn't have was a face. It was kind of like this clear space. There was something there, but it wasn't a face. And for years afterwards, I was really disturbed by that. And then as I came out of this meditation, Peter said to me, she's your soul. And I was like, wow, okay. And of course, why would a soul have a face, right? But anyway, so she comes up to me and she greets me warmly, hugs me. And then we sit down on one of these beautiful couches and we start talking to each other about everything. And then I eventually came out of the meditation, and I was quite sort of speechless for a while. It was really powerful. But one of the reasons I wanted to share it was, what Peter gave to me that day was he introduced me to my highest possible self, my best possible self, my most beautiful, gentle, good possible self. And I realised at the time that maybe I could get there. Maybe I could be that beautiful, kind person. Maybe. And maybe I can't. And maybe in this lifetime I can't. Maybe it's thousands of lifetimes to get to that level. But he's given me an idea of where I could go. Well, she has given me that idea. And I think she's made me definitely a gentler person. We're all driven by ego. We're all connected to sort of physical possession. It's just called being human. But I now have a goal, and it's not all that anymore. It's not all of the typical stuff that we celebrate in the world. I can be a kinder, gentler, more loving person. And so that's what that experience did for me a decade ago. And I just want to say, if you've ever got an opportunity to go do a guided meditation with someone like Peter, go and check it out. Just be open, because you never know. And you can dismiss it if you want. It doesn't matter. It's not going to harm you to do it. I've always been really open to all sorts of experiences. I think it's really important to be open, because there's so much knowledge that has been lost in the human world, and we see it all the time. We see indigenous culture that's been lost, which is starting to hurt us today. And I think we can get back in touch with a lot of traditions. So there you go. Wisdom number 42, have you met your soul? I have. It changed my life. Maybe you will too, if you have the opportunity to go and meet yours. All right, I'll be a little bit more serious again. Not serious, sensible tomorrow.